Max Morrison was born on 23rd of February 2002 to Jackie and Peter. Their family was completed by brother Vincent. Max grew up in Macclesfield, enjoying a happy childhood, doing all the normal things that boys like to do, such as playing rugby and joining the Sea Cadets. Max first picked up a guitar aged 9 at his auntie's wedding and proceeded to perform on stage to the wedding party. He wasn't going to let the simple fact that he couldn't play stop him from performing. The following Christmas, he received his first Fender guitar, a gift from his auntie Stephanie.
Max began to live for his music, even rediscovering bands from the 70s, 80s and 90s. There wasn't much that he didn't know about the music scene. Some of his favourites were the Sisters of Mercy, Joy Division, New Order, The Doors, Iggy Pop, The Misfits, In Excess, Queen, David Bowie, Morrissey and John Lennon, to name just a few. Max loved going to gigs and getting as close as he could to the front to see his heroes perform. He started to write his own music at the age of 13, and by 14 he had started his own band, The Down, performing as their frontman.
Max's cancer fight began on his 15th birthday when he was diagnosed with leukemia. Around the same time, he wrote and released his first EP with The Down. Throughout his treatment, he remained focused on his music and his dreams of a career in the industry. Max and his band also performed for one night only at Mads Theatre in Macclesfield and raised close to £3,000 for the charity. This was closely followed by the release of his first album, Sin, by Max Morrison and The Down, and their first music video, Screaming in the Night, shot on Saddleworth Moor. Despite not being able to attend school for nearly 2 years, Max still sat his exams during treatment and managed to obtain 5 GCSEs. Max left school and followed his dream by achieving a place at the Access to Music Creative College in Manchester. He loved the hustle and bustle of the big city, and especially the music scene of Manchester, where many of his idols originated from.
Max rehearsed constantly during this time, as well as playing gigs with his band at venues across Macclesfield town. In January 2019, just when he was rehearsing to perform as a supporting solo artist for Tom Hingley from In Spiral Carpets, he was told his leukemia had returned again, this time more aggressively than before. However, within 48 hours, Max was back in the recording studio working with Jake Evans to record his Apparent Motion EP. This was to be Max's masterpiece. Apparent Motion was released on 7th of April 2019 while he was in hospital receiving treatment. Max managed to get out of hospital for a few hours to celebrate his 17th birthday on 23rd February 2019 with family and friends.
Max spent pretty much his last 4 months in hospital battling against leukemia, first at the Christie and then at Royal Manchester Children's Hospital. Throughout his illness, Max and his family were supported by Teenage Cancer Trust. Max was a volunteer for a new trial that would take his stem cells and modify them to fight his leukemia. The hope was that this would ultimately cure him and allow him to live a normal life. Max's condition and health deteriorated so quickly that he never got the chance to receive his miracle cure. Max fought bravely, with courage and dignity, always believing that he would get better. It's only temporary, he would say. He fought until the end and never ever gave up hope. Max sadly passed away on the 23rd of May 2019 in the arms of his mum and dad at the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital.
Max's music and determination, despite adversity, has inspired thousands of people, young and old, to live life to the full and follow their dreams no matter what life throws at you. To everyone that knew him, he was a hero. His album Apparent Motion has received acclaim from many voices in the music industry. But Max's other great legacy is as a volunteer and pioneer on the cancer trial he undertook. Knowledge and lessons learnt by these trials will help to save other children's lives in the future. This evening, this Battle of the Bands competition is dedicated to this talented young Mancunian musician that was struck down by cancer in his teens and on the cusp of a successful career. Max Morrison, rising star, a huge loss to the music industry.